Alright, so I just want to do a quick video on the mods that I'm using for Skyrim Special Edition. So what I am using is the Nolvus mod pack. It does come with over 2,000 mods, over 2,300 plugins. But the thing about that is it comes with a lot of mods that you probably don't want, and doesn't come with some of the mods that you probably do. So what I just did is I went in and added and removed some of the mods. So one thing that I added was the modern wait menu. So this is just a wait menu that's been overhauled, redesigned, and it's inspired by games like Cyberpunk 2077 and The Witcher 3. So this is what it will look like. You can just click and drag for how long you want to wait. It tells you what time you started, what time it'll be once waiting is over, the date, and then it also tells you the weather. So right here it's rainy, cloudy, and then right here, okay. So I'll have to type that in, but basically it is the wolf follower. I thought this one was pretty cute and it works really well in game. So basically it adds a new wolf companion, and it starts off as a puppy and it grows up over time. So right here, you can barely see it, but it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Tiny little pup. Bigger pup. Big wolf. That's so cute. Alright, and animated ships. Basically, NPCs can sail their ships through the ports, beaches, and the sea. So ships exist, but they are stationary. And so this just has animated ships in Skyrim. Really helps with the immersion. Alright, flute animation fix is actually required for Skyrim's Got Talent. Let's jump to that one. So Skyrim's Got Talent, you can play all the instruments, but you start off horrible. Like your playing is really, really bad and annoying, and it does annoy the villagers. They will hate you. So all the NPCs, they will react to your skills. So if your skill is bad, they'll react poorly. If your skill is good, then they praise you. So that's really cool. And flute animation fix just fixes where if the flute is way down here and you're just like, how are you playing it? It puts it up to your mouth and corrects that. If you're playing it with your nose, like, yeah, no. Like playing it with your mind, yeah, no. And that's the one. The flute goes where it's supposed to go. So yes, that does work really well. So that's a good thing to have, even if you don't have Skyrim's Got Talent. Alright, jumping back up because I skipped around. Become a bard. I will have to type that in as well. Close out some of those. Become a bard. Lots of them, lots of them. This one, no, that's one I have, so we can open that. Become a bard, where is it? Or am I slow? Here it is. Okay, so this one works, and it does and doesn't work. So basically you can become a bard. It puts a lute on your back, which is really cool, and you can perform songs. Well, you can't perform songs. It adds Maluka songs. Awesome. You can play anywhere, not just taverns. You can just be wherever you want and play music. So you have your options of your preferred instrument. Alright, so this right here wouldn't work, not just with Nolvus setup, because Nolvus changes everything about Skyrim, and also not just visual but the mechanics as well. There's mods that change all of that. So playing music will not increase your speechcraft. There's something else to help level speechcraft. So yeah, that just does not work with Nolvus, but if you're playing a different mod pack, maybe that would help you out. Alright, there's different songbooks. This is like a cheat menu, so you can tick all the ones you want, but I like to just go and find the songbook, especially since I plan on being a bard. They'll be in the Bard's College, so I mean a lot of these will, and the unique ones as well. Alright, you can add custom songbooks, so say like you just want to add songs, you can do that. This is the part that does not work. So basically you can go into the taverns and the inns and you can say, hey, I want to perform, and then the innkeep will say, sure, go ahead and perform. Only thing is, you will not be able to complete that quest. No matter what song you play, how many you play, you just will not be able to complete it. And so if you leave the inn, it will say that you pretty much failed to perform. So the cool thing about, well, one of the cool things about becoming a bard is that as these numbers get higher and higher, like your acclaim as a bard will rise, and that's not an option. It's sad. Oh well. All right, let's just read the title. Bard Reborn, Student of Song. All right, so what this does, this just pretty much overhauls the Bard College. It just adds things, and not just visually, it adds a quest. So it just gives it a massive makeover. It adds a new study quest, new bardic powers, new characters to flesh out your experience as a student of the Bard College, which would be cool. But Nolvus also has Bard College. Let's see. They use JK's Bard College, which is beautiful. Like, look at this. How pretty is that? Yeah, very pretty. Only thing, like, you see how there's a table here? Well, maybe this also wants to have some kind of table there, and I can't tell which image that one could have been. But anyway, take the kitchen for example. Say that JK's puts a table here, and then this one puts this table here. They're going to clip together. There's going to be picture frames over doorways. Things are going to be blocked off. It gets weird. So only thing I do is I just go into the console command in Skyrim and just delete something if I need to get through one of the doorways. So it's not that big a deal. There'll be like carpet on top of carpets, textures mixed with textures. These doors don't even show up. So yeah, it's not like I can't play the game when I get like that, or I would remove one of them. I think it's fine the way it is. So yep. Alright, and so this is just one of the file options. Just declutter. It gets rid of some of the clutter that is put around the Bard College. This is just a patch just to help things work together. We already went over Skyrim's Got Talent. Alright, so this is another patch to help Bards Reborn, Student of Song, and Skyrim's Got Talent kind of play nice together. Another patch, Bard Magic Overhaul. Get rid of some of these. Okay, so basically, cast like a bard. It makes it so that you can cast spells, you know, like you think a bard would with their lute. So that is really cool. So you can just shoot out fire, any spell. You can shoot out electricity. It's really cool. And then they also have the patch for whatever perk skill tree you have, either Ordinator or if you have Adamant, it has patches for both of those. I did have Immersive Winches become a bard patch, but I got rid of Immersive Winches because I didn't like it anyway. But there was a known conflict between Immersive Winches and become a bard, and that was messing up with how you perform in taverns, but even with immersive winches gone, just Become a Bard itself just needs to be updated or something to work well with either Bards Reborn or Skyrim's Got Talent. One of these, it doesn't work well anymore. So something needs to be fixed. I don't know. You can, if you want to know more about it, you can just look through like the posts people made. But yeah, nope, that doesn't work. Moving on. All right, Kaiden. So Kaiden is a follower. I do have Kaiden. He has lots and lots of lines of dialogue. And then there's the extended edition that adds even more dialogue. It's just a bunch of options. Like if you go to the plugins, so there's Kaiden Survival. They have it so it works with Sunhelm. They have it so he has lines that he says with Inigo. Just all these different patches. He makes comments like my Skyrim's Got Talent and how the NPCs can react negatively to your horrible playing. Kaiden can do the same. So that's pretty cool. And so like, you know, you see extra dialogue, just all of that. That's really cool. All of these extra things. All right, and I do have a Kaiden replacer because this is OG Kaiden. Kaiden 2. That's what he looks like. Okay, so I actually have him changed to this. I just feel like this fits Kaiden's voice, but as well as some of the things he says. Like he's brooding and just, to me, he feels like a young adult. Just like the way he talks and just his overall vibe. And so I think this is like the perfect Kaiden. All right, and another follower I have. All right, I have Taliesin. So this is Tally. He is a follower. He is a Thalmor. This shows where to find him. Other little screenshots. All right, and so I do have a Tally replacer. Alright, so this, I just wanted, there's like so many different replacers. And I want something that, you know, kind of looks like the original Tally. So I got that one. Looks perfect to me. Alright, and another follower. I have Gore. Gore also has like some survival type things incorporated into the follower mod. So he basically has like a little camp system, so crafting and survival. He'll actually cook you meals that can help give you buffs and extra stats and stuff, so that is cool. Only thing is, with his campsite, only you two can come inside. With Kaiden's, your whole party can go in. So usually I'll have like, because with me being a bard, I am pretty much non-combat, not really. All of my skills are just like illusion, like me playing music causes people to hallucinate, strengthens my allies. That's how in my mind my bard is. So she just doesn't really have offensive skills. And so I will have pretty much people to protect me. And so I'll have Gore, you know, I have Tally, Kaiden. I will also use Inigo. And so I'm just basically leaving them out in the cold. They can't come in. So I think a good thing to do would be to go into Kaiden's camp with everyone, and then when it's time to leave his camp, pop in the Gore's camp, have him cook you a meal, and then so when you're ready to go, pretty much have like a nice breakfast or lunch or whatever. So, and it helps give you a little extra boost. All right, this is like some backport thing it was needed for one of these vlogs, and so that's why it's here. But basically, it adds support for extended plugins, the ESL range introduced in the game, blah 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 blah. It was required, so boom, it's here. Alright, this is Inns and Taverns. Back when I was pretty sure that Become a Bard was gonna let me perform. So when you do perform successfully, you get a free room and you get tips. So luckily with Skyrim's Got Talent, you get tips. So if it's not Skyrim's Got Talent that lets you collect tips, then maybe it's part of Bards Reborn? No, I'm pretty sure it's probably Skyrim's Got Talent. So basically you can still play music even though Become a Bard has certain things that does not work. You can still collect tips when you play well, but you just can't perform and get a free room. But rooms are expensive. They're only like 10 gold, so it's whatever. But it does add inns and taverns around Skyrim in spaces where there weren't any. So there is a map somewhere. Come on. Alright. Where is the map? Okay. So here's a map. It just shows you the locations of the taverns. So they're sprinkled around. Yeah. Inns and taverns. Alright. Project ja-kha'jay. I am new to Skyrim, so you will have to forgive my pronunciation of things because I do not know. But basically what it does is there are 17 different kinds of Khajiit, and so this mod adds an additional 7 types to Skyrim's default Khajiit. So these are the ones that it adds. Let's just look at a few pictures of them. So like you have ones that are more tiger looking. How cute. And then some that are more like humanoid looking. Alright, so this one actually has options. So when you install it, it'll ask you which you want, and it will patch it depending on if you want just this default resod or if you want to get the Omez resod. And so I chose this one because why not add some more diversity? But it should also show their different heights. That's pretty cool as well. Here's one height comparison. And I just think it's really cool because why not? Especially since this is like the Khajiit lore, so awesome. Alright, so actually this one first. So Khajiit has wares. So this just hypes up the Khajiit like caravan, not their caravan, but just their little camp. So they already have their little tent, but this just adds so much more. And it's actually like, look how cool that looks. Awesome, and it works really well with, as you can see, Project ja-kha'jay. Alright, and so now that we've added all this extra goodies for the Khajiit camps, it makes sense to have mules. So basically it adds mules to their camps and also to their caravans so that you can actually see the mules carrying their things. It just makes it more believable, like even more believable now that they have extra stuff, that they're gonna need something to carry that stuff. Alright, so that's what I've added. Some things that I removed. Of course, I removed immersive winches. I removed a bunch of the skimpy armors, well, all of the skimpy armors, because I'm not going to use those, so they don't need to be there. But campfire, I got rid of campfire because I needed space to add all of these. So my plugins, the ESMs, ESPs are now at 253. So I've got rid of stuff. Campfire, that's because Kaiden and Gore have campsites. I don't need campfire. I know campfire also has skills, but I'm fine. Like I know, like I've read some of the skills. It helps you stay warm for longer or quicker or something like that. It's just survival skills. I don't really need those. Maybe if I was playing, like I know I want to play a poison alchemist Argonian, and I think she's going to be solo. She won't have any followers, so I may want campfire then. That's why it's just still here. I didn't delete it or anything, because I may want to use that. And easy wheel, I don't see the need for it. There is eye equipped, so yeah, got rid of that. I did look up videos to see what easy wheel does, and I just figured it's fine. I don't have it. I never used it, so I'm not gonna miss it or anything. What is this? Okay, these are just patches for campfire. So I know I also got rid of Takata. She's a follower. I did have Takata when I first tried playing Skyrim, which is fine, but she didn't really have that many lines when I was playing with her. And I just found so many different followers that had lots of lines and more personality than Takata had. And so yeah, bye Takata. Okay, these are just more patches like for immersive winches. I know I got rid of Miko. So Miko is in the game, but I got rid of the replacer for Miko just because I have my wolf. Yeah, wolf over Miko. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. So far all of these just like patches, but some of the followers I've gotten rid of just because like I said, they didn't really have as many dialogue lines, or it's just they weren't that interesting, not to me. So yeah, that's basically my mods that I've added, just this right here and some of the ones that I removed so that I could get these on here. But yeah, that is my mod list for the Skyrim that I'm playing. That's everything that's on it. Nolvus and these that I just went over.